Let's bring in South Carolina Congressman Russell Fry. He is a member of the House Judiciary Committee. Congressman, did Pfizer time the release of COVID vaccine results to affect the election? Straightforward question. Did they?
Well, that's what we hope to find out. I mean, this report out of the Wall Street Journal is, as the chairman said, deeply troubling that a publicly traded company might be engaged in that. And if you've got a former employee, Dr. Dormitzer, who is asking to leave the country since the election of Donald Trump, I think it should alarm everybody that these allegations are serious. We treat them seriously. And that's why the committee has asked for all communications and all records related to when the pandemic started to the end based on all these clinical trials. We want to see exactly what was behind the curtain.
And you're on that committee that's looking at it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Congressman, where do you stand on the tax bill? I ask because there's serious doubt that you can get this thing done by Memorial Day.
Well, I think largely what Republicans agree on are many of the components within the bill. I do think that there are some things that need to be ironed out. When the work requirements start, as an example, I think the current bill has it out 5 years. And so people want it sooner. These things are pretty common sense, but there's a lot of things that we can rally around. The tax cuts are great. The efforts to be made to improve our energy outcomes are great. The reforms that we make to Medicaid, putting able-bodied adults back to work, removing illegal immigrants from Medicaid. These are things that Republicans and really the country can rally around. So there's a lot of good in there. But as we all know, there are finer points that are still being deliberated. And but at the end, I'm optimistic that we get this done. I think everyone's talked about the cliff at the end of this is that if we do not act, everyone's taxes go up. That is the driving force behind our efforts to support tax cuts and also the president.
You may need help from President Trump. He's coming back to America. He's free next week to bang heads in Congress. Do you need that help from the president?
Well, we work incredibly well with the White House. Yeah. I wasn't here for his first term, but talking to people who have worked in both administrations, they say it's night and day. And so while there are finer points and discussions that we're having right now, the broad consensus is there. We just need to hammer these things out and land this plane. Let's go get the job done.
Yeah, get it passed, and don't let the Democrats win in 2026. Congressman, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for being with us this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.